On map 2, you know, we saw a different composition coming in. We saw you guys bring in the Fade, and we got pretty geeked out over some of your Fade setups.
Fade is just so strong right now. The utility, the info. We saw a little bit of a breach coming through, but Fade is just so much better. I told Con before we went live in this match, you know, make the meta. Let everyone know how Fade should be played. You know, start creating that shit. So, and Con did it. So it was amazing.
Last weekend, Evil Genius's playoff run came to a sudden end after losing a competitive 3-map set against NRG in the lower quarterfinals. Despite that, the most interesting development of the series to me was actually how one-sided map 1 on Bind went, which is a pattern EG's replicated a lot this tournament. That was their head coach Potter, and as you just heard, a big reason for that is Com's transition from Viper to Fade. Throughout the entire 5-week run of the group stage, they were the only team to win even a single game with Fade on the map. And in the playoffs, they were the only team thus far to even choose Bind as their map pick, and it's easy to see why. EG didn't just win on Bind, they decimated all 3 of the teams they played on it. Before NRG, they took down the tournament favorites Optic 13-8 in week 4 to hand them their only loss of the group stage on arguably their best map. And in week 3, they demolished LG 13-2, tying the second worst beatdown of the main event. For reference, these are not bad teams. All 3 of these opponents finished within the top 4 of their groups to qualify for playoffs. However, they were woefully unprepared for Fade's potential on Bind. That's probably why in week 5, FaZe Clan, fearing the same fate, opted to ban the map outright, which was probably a smart choice given that matchup's outcome. Even still, all the nerdy Fade lineups EG's cooked up on Bind have made her not only viable, but formidable, which I think is pretty cool. So today, I thought I'd showcase many of the haunts and seizes I've seen from NA, including a couple NRG employed too, as well as how to perform these pro-level lineups in your own games. I really hope you enjoy. First up is a Haunt Seize combo EG used during a few of their drilled A hits on attack. Watch how they use the Seize versus Optic to suss out Victor's position in right Cubby, trapping him before the push. The follow-up haunt then compromises Crashy's position outside U-Haul, and with one quick setup, EG has gained all the info they need to grab both picks and take A site. To perform both, hop onto this wall and against the right corner. For the Seize, place your crosshair at the meeting place between the top phone line and this large leaf. As for the haunt, look for the intersection between the bottom phone line and this small leaf. When used in combination, it's a strong pairing that eliminates a lot of the common A-site defender locations, including the tight angles outside of U-Haul and showers, back site, and the edge of heaven. If your goal is to suppress a defender holding showers though, here's a Seize that catches both the active angle inside bath as well as the tight corners just outside. Starting from the same platform as before, hug the left wall this time, look at the tip of this leaf, jump and throw. And here's how EG use it to perfection against NRG in a playoff match.
This is where Tex is going to be trying to challenge Chamber and Sky. This is the duo for EG that tries to take showers control pretty often. The Seize into the orbital strike, you gotta be joking! It connects up right across. Ethan was helping out Tex, and just like that, it crushes the showers hold. What a play. It's so fantastic. Ender was talking about it on the desk, the value of the Brimstone ult. Combo it with the Seize, and what are you gonna do?
That's so punishing if they try and fight for the showers control.
Traveling to B site, EG's drilled Haunt Seize combo was equally impressive here, catching their opponents off guard and revealing at least one defender in 5 different rounds between their 3 Bind matches.
Fantastic awareness. The Haunt is not getting dealt with as well. Com's Haunt is finding so much value on these B hits.
There was a Haunt coming down there and he was spotted. That just allows EG to overpower that B site.
Oh, that's definitely a neat one for the analyst desk. There's a Seize nade combo, Seize over the wall from outside Hookah.
In the most recent instance, it was so effective against NRG that they resorted to hiding from it off-site on defense and stole it for their own executes twice on offense. To perform it, stand in this corner between the teleporter and the front of the boxes, and aim at the edge of this roof. Then get a decent running start, jump, and throw. Luckily, it's the same lineup for both abilities. Paired with a Prowler to clear out Hookah beforehand, this creates a fairly safe B execute on a site. But maybe now you want to switch things up, and would rather use your Seize instead of a Prowler to clear out left side Hookah. Pros have a cringe lineup for that too. Squeeze into the corner on the other side of the boxes and aim at the top of the antenna. Transitioning to defense, the Haunt lineups continue, with a powerful one to gain early info up B short outside of Hookah. EG used it twice in Challengers too, but there isn't very good footage of them performing it, so I'll let the casters take this one.
This is going to get you an eyeball that clears out all of Sandon outside Hookah, and I hope I can land it. You're going to want to get your crosshair right on that little X right there, and then go from where these 2 points sort of meet up, almost as if it's an extension of that wall right here.
Okay, don't listen to that. Just touch the tail of your Prowler to this corner. Much simpler.
I really hope I land this or I'm going to make a fool out of myself. Let's pray for the best.
Pressure.
I think I got it.
Pressure.
Look at that. It clears everything. It lands right on top of that and clears that entire area.
If it's B lobby you want to spot, here are 4 levels of Fade Haunt lineups NRG and EG use to gain early info for B long, with each one more effective yet difficult than the last. Level 1. Stand against the back frame of the garden entrance, aim at this corner on the back of the middle solar panel, jump and throw. It should land on top of the brick wall. It's pretty straightforward, and EU employs it in 3 different rounds against evil geniuses. The only problem with this one is it's pretty easy to see and shoot. Level 2. Walk forward in Hookah and stop once the back of this solar panel is completely out of view. Now point your crosshair at this corner where the sky meets the ceiling. Jump and throw. It'll land on top of the tin roof to the right of lobby, further outside the attacker's natural POV. Level 3. Start against the right border of Hookah's entrance and back up until you're in line with the end of these shelves. Aim at the bottom left corner of this square pattern along the skylight, jump and throw. It will land on this platform overlooking Fountain and spots a bit further around the corner than the last. Level 4. This lineup's the most challenging but also the one I personally use the most. First, begin at this corner along the boxes in Hookah. Next, aim where the imaginary edge of this solar panel would be. Now run forward, and a little before your crosshair would naturally meet the border of the ceiling, jump and throw. It should soar to this roof, all the way behind the attackers at Fountain. Moving on, now let's say you decide to give up B site in favor of a 5-man retake. Evil Geniuses has a Haunt Seize combo for that too. This one's probably my favorite of the video. They perform it a total of 4 times against LG, exposing at least one member of the opposing team in all 4 rounds.
We wanted to know that utility from Calm. I think Fade's pretty good.
At one point, Mata got so fed up with it that he invested a showstopper just to contest the lineup, which ironically Calm does indeed spot and kill him with 20 seconds later. To do it yourself, start against this corner and CT spawn. Next, aim your crosshair up at this point along the metal railing. Then get a small running start, jump and throw. It spots the edge of Hookah, boxes, back cubby, elbow, and all of back sight. Another powerful B retake option is showcased by NRG in round 3 against Evil Geniuses, throwing it from elbow and finding 3 picks with the info. Here it is in action.
Here comes the hit. Right nade is going to push them back for but a moment. Just put a split into it, and a haunt timing impeccable. Just running straight into this one. NRG given all the information. EU sets it up nicely from elbow.
A really gorgeous haunt there from EU.
For this one, there isn't really a solid lineup needed. Just toss it a bit above the ceiling, and it should reveal Hookah, Garden, both Cubbies, Default Plant, and back sight. In the same vein, here's another quick and loose hot lineup to retake A site this time, which NRG used thrice against EG. If you jump and lob it just behind this crane while rotating through CT, it'll land on top of lamps and spot A short, bench, and back sight. Sticking with A site, here's a haunt lineup for early info outside of showers. EG implement this twice against both Luminosity and Optic, and it works pretty well. First, stand in the corner of Triple. Next, aim at the top right edge of this solar panel. And finally, get a small running start, jump, and throw. And if the attackers keep pushing, here's a Seize lineup to drop into showers from above, which EG used 3 rounds in a row versus NRG. Stand anywhere along the left side of Triple, and this time look at the top left edge of the solar panel. Finally, just jump and throw. So those are all the essential Haunt and Seize lineups on Bind I've spotted during North America Challengers 2. I'll hopefully be making a few more of these long-form videos, compiling all the impactful lineups I see from various agents and pro play on any given map. So look out for those. And please let me know if you spotted any lineups in the VCT broadcast that you'd like to see covered here. I'm Foxy Moxie, and this has been Pro Level Lineups.